You're watching Carlyle's Picks.
Get your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape! Now that was completely a Jamaican ape. That was a Carlyle's Picks original. So, Dawn of the Emotional Apes. Oh, don't hurt me. Okay, I know some of you are thinking of the emotional part as a negative, but it's actually extremely positive. I have to say this movie was very, very well done. And I definitely do recommend that you go and see this movie. If you're a fan of the Planet of the Apes series, the original and the new revived series, if you're a sci-fi fan, you're an action movie fan, and beyond, this movie is much more than just that. So first of all, let's get this straight. What is this movie all about? This movie is the dawn of the Planet of the Apes. And that title is absolutely perfect for what the movie is all about. This is only the dawn. And as they say, it's darkest before the dawn. And dark it is. This movie just kind of begins the journey down a very, very dark path. For those of you like myself who were fans of the original Planet of the Apes series, I watched it as a kid. Very scary stuff. The nuclear war elements, the forbidden zone. As a kid, it was pretty gripping stuff. I think probably, in my opinion, one of the heaviest pieces of cinematic material that I had been exposed to. Definitely had an impact on me. Absolutely. Loved it. But this is just the dawn. And I think it perfectly sets up what the next movie is going to be about. And we know the next movie is coming. They've got to go through the series just like they did last time. But again, this is just the dawn. Not a negative, but it is just the dawn. So we do kind of take you to a place where something much bigger is going to begin in the next movie, not in this one. So you can, in some ways, you can think of this movie as the entire movie is kind of setting the stage for what's to come. And again, these are not negative comments. I'm just telling you what the movie is. The experience watching this movie is quite gratifying. And what you're watching, first of all, let me clarify. This movie is about the dawn of the apes, not the humans. The dawn of the apes. This movie is all about the apes. I can't express that enough. They are the ones in charge of this movie. I'm not going to say whether they're in charge of the world or not, but this movie, they're in charge. I mean by that the ape characters did extremely well. And when I say this is Dawn of the Emotional Apes, I was being a little bit facetious when I said that, but there is some very serious truth to that. One of the main characters, Caesar, wow. He absolutely sold it. You could see the emotion in his performance. You could see the love he had for his family, the turmoil that he went through, dealing with the decisions that he would have to make in the movie. You have the humans and you have the apes. You have the wiser ape, Caesar, who wants peace, but he's still an ape. And then you have the other apes who are not quite as advanced as Caesar, who are being led by him, but they are still not as advanced as him, and they are apes. So you have a lot of really, really high energy, aggressive energy. They're apes. You know, they can get very, very violent and, just very, very passionate about things. And here you have this kind of lone voice of reason, Caesar. But make no mistake, Caesar is not some softy, some weepy eye leader. Although he definitely has a strong heart, and you will see moments where he does get emotional, where he does get potentially broken down by the turmoil that he has to deal with. Riding that line between being the ape leader in charge of the apes and being a wise leader, an intelligent leader who doesn't want war and doesn't want to sacrifice all that they have achieved up to this point that we see in the movie. He has a challenge of another ape who challenges his authority, and there are times where people do things, well, not people, but apes do things behind his back, and trust issues. I mean, things get real dirty. But again, this movie is all about the apes. It's about Caesar and his difficult struggle of trying to keep the peace, trying to control his people, trying to trust the humans, trying to do the right thing, dancing an extremely delicate dance between leading and protecting his people and doing the right thing with humans. Now, basically, this story has to do with mankind. Of course, they've messed things up. It's kind of a post-apocalyptic type of situation, but not for the reasons you might expect if you've watched the original series. I think the real crazy stuff, comes next. The kind of stuff that you saw in the original series, the really bad stuff, I think that comes next. But in this movie, things are bad, but not on that level yet. Think maybe World War Z without the zombies. That might be mankind's existence. Or even Walking Dead, again without the zombies. So essentially you have the humans at some point in time clashing with the apes. Apes are extremely powerful, much more powerful than the humans. And their numbers certainly challenge the numbers of the humans. What will happen? What will they do? Will the apes fight the humans? Will the humans fight the apes? Can the apes trust the humans? Can the humans trust the apes? Who will die? What tears will be shed? A lot of questions to be answered in this movie. I really like how they sold the ape characters. You really felt their emotion, and you really cared what happens to them. The action was awesome. The effects were awesome. The humans did a good job, but they were an afterthought. This movie is about the apes.
Well, go check it out and let me know if you like it. Comment below. Thumbs up if you like the overview. And thank you for watching. You're watching Carlyle's Picks. I do reviews on cars, jets, yachts, travel,